Strange facts in Destiny. Some are right in front of your face and others fly completely under the radar. Today we dive through some of these mysteries and discuss their backstory. Have you ever noticed that Zavala has a tattoo, rather two of them? This tattoo can be found on both sides of the Titan Vanguard's neck, so it seems pretty important to him. The interesting thing is, this was not visible in his prologue cinematic when he was first rezzed as a Guardian, so this means that he got it sometime after in the Dark Age or the City Age. Early concept art shows Zavala with the same logo at the bottom and also on his neck. And perhaps the strangest fact of all of this is that Zavala has hair in this concept. The other two members of the Vanguard also have different symbols at the bottom of their concepts. It was Ikora Rey and at this point Andal Brask. So either this was early Destiny concepts or concepts for the Dark Age and stories before what we experienced in Destiny 1. We don't know exactly what this represents, but it could be connected to his early days with Saladin and the Iron Lords. Maybe this is a tree of some sort, like the Iron Banner tree we've seen. I've also seen some other theories from people that this could be a view of the bottom of the Traveler looking up. Destiny has many references to past Bungie games, like Myth, Halo, and Marathon. Next to the 30th anniversary crossover we got in Beyond Lights, there's tons of other little secrets. The Mida weapons are a reference to the Mida political party turned terrorist organization on Mars in Marathon. The weapons lore also speaks that it possibly traveled through timelines to get here. The only exotic ship in Destiny 1 was called the Manus Celer Dei, translating from Latin to Swift Hand of God. In Marathon 2, when crazy AI Durando comes back after a long absence, he returns in an ancient dreadnought alien ship called the Manus Celer Dei. These similarities and references are littered everywhere, gun designs, flavor texts, and I can only imagine we'll see more as development on their next game progresses. The Anomaly Crucible map is centered around an artifact of darkness that drove scientists insane. What you may not know though is there's a nuke warhead near the B flag, which was a failsafe in case anything went really bad. So every time you're firing, throwing Nova bombs, raining down fire with your burning maw, keep in mind you're standing right next to a nuke. This next fact isn't strange but completely the opposite, so I wanted to share it. The Fate of All Fools is perhaps the rarest weapon in Destiny history, as only one Guardian has it. The Fate of All Fools belongs to a Guardian named Trifecta-01, who underwent multiple brain surgeries. He and his wife would bond by playing games like Halo. And while he went through some of these surgeries and troubles, doctors recommended that he keep playing games he enjoyed like Destiny, which might help improve some memory. Around this time, Bungie granted him the Fate of All Fools scout rifle in Destiny 1. This was an exotic and early version of the Stranger's rifle model-wise, but also used the perk of what we know now as the Jade Rabbit. Chain body shots to gain bonus damage on your next precision shot. Jade Rabbit would go on to be released in the Taken King, but Fate of All Fools is truly one of a kind and no one else has it. We even got an update on this story earlier this year on Reddit, saying Eric is doing amazing, better than we ever could have dreamed a decade ago when Fate of All Fools happened. The Hive have their own holiday. It's quite strange. When Oryx had built his dreadnought, he pushed his throne world inside out, so that it bled into the material space of the dreadnought. They were coterminous and allied, his ship and his sin. The dreadnought was within the throne of Oryx, but the throne of Oryx was the dreadnought, Ayat. This required a verse from the Tablets of Ruin. The whole court worked together to push Oryx's throne inside out. This was a day of joyous violence, and all of Oryx's broods mark this holiday as Eversion Day, which is celebrated by turning things inside out. So the Hive or Oryx's brood celebrate this day they created Oryx's throne world. They celebrate with violence and turning things inside out themselves. Destiny 2 used to have scannables around planets that gave some extra lore. They still exist at the tower, but it's a shame they're gone everywhere else. Nessus, though, had one that explained that the Vex like to listen to rock music.
Even broken Vex gates are pretty interesting. This one is emitting radio waves. I can almost... Okay, somehow the Vex are listening to classic rock from the Golden Age. They're death robots with good taste in music.
For some reason, the Destiny 1 tower has 7 coins scattered around the location. Bungie's favorite number is 7, and this has no known purpose but a nice Easter egg.
Welcome back, Hunter.
Flash, sitting duck.
Yes, Hunter?
What sort of game does Shex think he's playing?
There was a ghost called Pulled Pork. Just wait a minute, it gets better. Listen to this first. Pulled Pork is the name they've given to a very sweet, very earnest ghost that has been looking for his guardian for about as long as they can remember. Pulled Pork is not his real name, but it feels right. Like calling Marasa by her full name instead of just her forename. Pulled Pork finishes up a scan of a floating piece of concrete and rebar, then turns towards them. "I am looking for my guardian," he chirps. "That's nice. You gonna find him in that rock?" "You never know, Miss Nikechi 32. Maybe my guardian is very small." So this card goes on, its entry is called Pulled Pork if you like to read the full thing, but Pulled Pork turned out to be Glint. Glint before he found Crow. The 9 tried to make physical bodies or creatures. They were successful in creating organic matter and even a living organism, but it didn't survive because it had no way to break down food or, in basic terms, use the bathroom. After over 524 hours, the portal emits a living organism. The logs describe it as a spherical body covered in hydrocarbon tar, with a rudimentary structure of throats converging on a central cavity. Despite its crude design, the organism lacks critical metabolic enzymes, causing immediate cell death and rendering it incapable of survival or reproduction. Lavinia is horrified yet fascinated, seeing this as evidence of an intelligence fumbling with the rules of biology in an alien attempt to create life. So there you have it, Guardian, some strange lore facts in-game and in the lore of Destiny 2. If you have any of your own that we didn't discuss, be sure to leave them in the comments. And if you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.